Hello friends, hello, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back to my channel, yay. Hi, I hope you're all having a great day today. So today's gonna be a little different. Normally on my channel I've been doing like beauty videos and March favorites and stuff like that, but when I started this channel that's not all I wanted to be about. I didn't want this to be just a beauty channel, and I haven't had really any ideas of what I wanted to do outside of beauty until like now, and I have like a whole bunch of ideas that I want to do that aren't beauty related. So that's what this video is going to be about. Sorry if I sound funny. Also, I'm getting over a cold, so I sound probably a little different. From the beginning of 2014, it was just a bad year for me. It was awful. From like the first day, like January 1st, it was just not a good time. 2014 was a pretty bad year for me. There were definitely moments in 2014 where I was depressed. Some good stuff happened, a lot of bad stuff did happen. 2015 came along, and I just kind of woke up and like I wanted to be more positive, and I wanted to have a much better year than 2014 was. I've just been feeling better about this year, and better things have been happening, and just when something is hard or something isn't going right during this year, I'm much better about handling it, because you have to have bad stuff happen in your life. It just happens, and you have to appreciate all the good stuff in your life. So I was at Jessica's house, my friend Jessica. I was at her house, and we're in her room, and we were just talking about, you know, anything. Jessica and I, whenever we get together or I go over to her house, I end up staying there for like hours until like one day I stayed until like 4 a.m. and that might have been this particular day. I'm not sure. So I was there, I was sitting in her room, and I looked over she has this shelf, and there was a mason jar. And I asked her, like, what is that? I don't understand what that jar is for. Because I've been in her room plenty of times, and I don't remember that jar being there. And she has a lot of stuff in her room. So I asked her, and she said, that's my positivity jar. And I said, what is a positivity jar? And she showed me, and her positivity jar is just a plain mason jar, and she has a like a note taped onto it, and it says Positivity Jar 2015. And she told me that when something positive happens in her life, she writes it down on a piece of paper and she puts it in the jar. She folds it up, puts it in the jar. And I thought that was such a great idea. It's such a great concept. It was already, I think, end of February when this happened. So I was kind of bummed out that I wanted to start like January 1st, and because mentally that just makes sense to me. When you have a positivity jar of 2015, you should start in the beginning of the year. But I decided just to do it, just to do it. So I went to Michael's. I got my own mason jar. Mason jars are pretty inexpensive, and I wanted to decorate mine, so I got like stickers and ribbons and stuff like that. And I made my positivity jar. I don't think it really matters when you start your positivity jar. I'm putting this up end of March, beginning of April. So if you wanted to do one, you could. It's perfectly fine, because I didn't start in January either. I did write down as much of the positive things in January and beginning of February that happened that I could remember. I wrote that and put it in the jar. This is my jar! Look at it! So it says Positivity Jar 2015, pretty letters, and it's just taped on there. And then it has these foam heart stickers that I got. And it has this pretty ribbon. It's red ribbon. And it also has a flower on the top. It's not attached down yet. I've been meaning to attach it, like super glue it down. So the reason why it has like hearts and stuff I like hearts a lot. I've always liked the heart symbol. And red's my favorite color in different shades of red, like pinks, and also it was around, it was like after Valentine's Day, so all of Michael's Valentine's Day stuff was on sale. So of course I got, you know, things that were on sale to decorate my jar with. So yeah, mine's really pretty. Hers is simple, which isn't bad. So when you go to Michael's, there's all kinds of different things you can decorate your jar with, and you can use those things to reflect who you are as a person. I mean, I just used the foam stickers because I thought that was easier than like gluing stuff on, but you can go ahead if you're more crafty or you have more patience for that kind of stuff, then you can go ahead and do that. Or if you just want to keep a plain jar, that's perfectly fine too. So I think it's important to remember that when you make this jar, the things you put in this jar doesn't have to be something important that like something big that happened in your life. It could just be the smallest positive thing. Like I know that Jessica gave an example to me. So we're in a dance class together, and after our dance class usually we'll go and get like food because it's lunchtime. So I know she wrote like, had a good dance class, went to Panda Express with Alexis afterwards. So anything just small, or it can be something like larger that's really going to impact your life for like the future. So I recently got a new job as a tennis coach, and I put that in there. That's something that's impacting me for a longer period of time. Or my grandma actually today made me a kale shake, which was really delicious, and I put that in there. That's not really going to affect me for a long period of time. It's just something positive that kind of happened just today. I like to put the dates on mine. You don't have to put the dates. I don't think Jessica puts the dates. So I like to put the dates because if it's something small, I'm going to forget when it happened. If it's something big, I might even forget like what month it happened. And I think it would be cool to like shake up the jar and pull out like a random one from like May or a random one from August, you know, and know exactly what day that happened, and it will remind me of the feelings I had about this particular thing on that day. And I think it's so important to have a positivity jar because I think it's just good to have something visual of all the good things that are happening to you in your life. I know when something negative happens, I can visually see, or I can like physically see something of all the good things that have happened, and that one bad thing isn't as bad anymore. Because like look at, I don't know if you can see, there's quite a few things I've put in here, and that one bad thing just doesn't matter as much. It's still, you know, it's just one thing, it's one day where something not so great is happening, but I think the jar is just a reminder of all the good things that can happen to you, and you gotta live with the good and the bad. That's just life. So like I said, you can start your positivity jar any time of the year. What you could do is write like positivity jar 2015 and then specify the months that you're doing. You could do that, or you could do what I did and just like add things that I remembered, positive things that I remembered. I was telling my friend about this, and he's a guy, so he thought it was kind of a girly thing to do. He thought it was a great idea for me, but he didn't really want to do it, and I don't think it's girly at all. I think anyone can do this and make their lives better. I think a lot of people, different ages, any gender, backgrounds, anything can really benefit from this. And I wanted to make a video because I think it's kind of inspiring, maybe? I don't know. To me it is. Maybe not to you. But I just love this idea of having a positivity jar. And I think it would benefit a lot of people out there. So I have a Twitter. I'll link it down below. If you make a positivity jar, tweet me a picture of it. I really want to see it. Also, if you like videos like this, just sit down and talking about things, let me know, because I'm kind of trying this out. I'm a little worried about branching out and doing other things, but I'm excited, and I hope that you really enjoyed this kind of video, because I think this is more of what I like to do. I love makeup, but I think this is more what I like to do. So I hope you enjoyed today. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate it. And be good humans, and I'll see you really, really soon. Bye!